On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down to lose one.
The drive will start with an option going left. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check three, check three. Check safety, check safety.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, wahoo!
55, Mike, got 55.
Hey, let's pin them.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Here we go.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Smooth.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go.
General West.
Let's go. D, tighten up.
25, check 20. Go.
Hill looks to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right. Mike's going forward. No chance.
Now a first carry for Dial Pumphrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with Pumphrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
You got nothing. You got nothing. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Yeah. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Hey, Mike.
They'll start out here with the option left. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Double. That's the way.
Ready?
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin the drive with Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hill, open man is Ross, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ezekiel Ansah, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. He gets it to Humphreys. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Looking deep downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off of play action. Hill gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He may try and run for this. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Let's go, team.
1st and 10 at the 16.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
55's my guy, 55. Come on, let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jerry Tillery brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch safety.
80 weapons.
Safety.
Go.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Jackson. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to Gresham. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
5.
Watching you 5. That's right, baby. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill, he's going to loft one, deep left side. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, rolling to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Now he's flushed out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 4th down, here's Jackson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Jackson now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Bryant is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
There goes Duke Johnson, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go, fellas.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson now completes it to Benjamin. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
I got 11. He's mine.
Lee Griffin.
Back to throw. Hill. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, switch gears.
Protein spill.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by DJ Lor'Renzo. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Here we go.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got him the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Ebron's got it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Touchdown, LA! Kareem Hunt, 40 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Hill. Open man is Hill. He's got it. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, it's Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
20, Mike, 20. All day, dog.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down